as far as rent. There are a post about into that too much. But to talk to you a little bit about what does it take to rent these machines and what in rent and what will you incur when renting you have as far as backup goes pieces. You should definitely know how to fix your number one before you even think about getting this. Next is your insurance. You're definitely going to need some insurance. If you're planning on doing corporate events, I know there's been some people that rent these. Why would you rent them when people can just go out and buy them? Because people machines are 6 or 7. I mean, people are going to rent 6, 5 machines. They're not going to rent, like 1 or 2. Most of the times they'll rent a couple of them. So that's important to kind of, sure those kind of cover the insurance, extra parts. When I say extra parts, I mean like joysticks, a way to be able to get the units there. Are you going to put them on once you get there, or are you going to leave them as a full cabinet? Just some different things to think about when getting into the rental business. If you guys have any questions, please put them below. What's your time worth every week as far as renting goes? That's kind of really important to know as well. If you're just renting them out for peanuts, you want to work smarter and not harder. So, I think 150 is a fair number to ask with you transporting them there. You're going to be responsible for if a joystick gets broken. You're going to be responsible for placing that with the customer. That machine will just be dead, and you still will get paid regardless. If somebody broke that joystick while you were out at an event, a client looks at it and be like, "Well, I'm not going to charge you to replace that." And a lot of people just don't understand that when you start business, whatever you value your time at. If you value your time, then you're paid McDonald's dollars. Not saying McDonald's dollars are bad, but I mean, I think they're now 15 or it is 20 an hour. Who knows? Those McDonald's guys always want to make a lot of money. But anyways, so these are a couple different things. I get a van. Are you gonna get a U-Haul? Maybe that you go to a U-Haul and you could be able to maybe do arcade on the move, do a moving vehicle. I think in order to make this a vital an opportunity, have other things that are in the mix because most people aren't probably searching for arcade games like adults as a rental item. So even though you don't do balloon animals, candy tables, and chairs, if you were a little, you'd have to put some of that kind of stuff in there, and then maybe spike their interest with running different ads on your website, running live Facebook or YouTube, explaining what they're trying to get, in your YouTube talking to them, letting them know the features, letting them know that there's 3 games, letting them know the unit that's got 2 controllers like Street Fighters. Those would be your most popular games to rent, something that has a 2 controller. And I know that they're coming out with like the Ninja Turtles, I think, in the Bart Simpson. I think that might be a 2 control. Those are a little bit more appealing to the larger clients because a lot more people can get on there and play that game as well. The other thing too is, are you going to do games with risers? Of course we're going to do games with risers because you're renting them out to corporate events. So you've got all these different expenses now, and you want to run a game for $50-$60. Are you crazy? So you got to think about the insurance. You got to think about your website. It's going to cost you money. It's time to acquire new customers, and your market goes over smoothly. So these are just some important things. You're going to have to go down to downtown wherever your apartment is, where you can apply for DBA. You get a DBA business, you get a tax ID number, because you're going to be doing corporate business, so you get all that stuff. So that would probably be your first bet. The DBA name's cheap. I don't know, I think they're $20. It's been a while since I went and applied for mine. Don't pay for it like one time. Make sure nobody else has your name. They gave you like the old school books you like look through. Make sure it's not in there. Hopefully it's changed by now, but last time I was down there, it's not quite a trip. The insurance, you're gonna have to go around and see who would insure something like this. So like that insurance comes come up. So I mean, that wasn't, I didn't have them insured for the first couple, but now I do. If something magic happens where a kid just totally puts it on the floor, then I would call the insurance on that. But I wouldn't call them for a joystick issue or something along those lines. But I mean, there's a bunch of different avenues that you can go with this. I was talking about that before. You can do a tent pop up. I think that idea would be really. They already have a bunch of inflator, and these things don't take much power, which is great. You might have to think about out at a corporate event. Next, you're gonna have to generate because there's no power. They're going out in the middle of the field. Or maybe you can run a 100-foot extension cord. So now you're going to have to buy a 100-foot extension cord to run that power tent out there. Same thing with like a U-Haul. If you were to do that, you'd have to buy a generator. Really don't take that much power. So you would be able to just run out of cheap freight. That's in the $100, maybe not $100. It'd be too cheap. Maybe at $200 or $250 range. Power adapter up to it, a power bar, and just be able to out at your events. But if you guys have any questions. Sure if you guys have some questions here. But you're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna go about your business. Marketing business is very important. You know, you got Twitter if you're not on Twitter. Um, what else you got out there? You got Twitter, you got Facebook, you got Instagram. I mean, there's a lot of different means of advertising that aren't going to cost money right away at first. That you're able to get yourself out there. Grassroots marketing. You know, haven't necessarily paid Google AdWords. I haven't paid Google yet to do anything. Google AdWords doesn't work out, you know. Like, you know, just use that right away. So, you know, I got Snapchat, I got YouTube, I got Twitter, I got Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. And LinkedIn's more of a business person, but I still promote stuff on there. You know, just some different Facebook apps that I have. You know, just kind of important to have. The marketplace on Facebook is a phenomenal place to advertise your business to. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. They're not looking to get any money off of it. It's pretty easy. The marketplace. You can pick different lanes that are close by. People are always in there advertising different things, clothes for sale and all that. So why not throw your arcade on there? You've got Instagram. I just used my personal page to be honest with you. The business page wasn't too much of a difference. And I have 2 Facebook accounts. Yes. I get more customers that way basically. Working on your social media aspect of the cabinets is very important. You know, the bigger ones, your fighters, Pac-Man, since you know what it is. Not so much Centipede. No one's ever run Centipede because maybe it's a little bit too old school. Galacta, Galaga. You know, like those are so far popular, but I'm telling you guys, when these new ones come out, this is where you're going to want to be at. Because that's going to be your money makers. The more that, kids are going to want. And parents always own things in their house. So, they'll do great for school events. Maybe you already have a photo booth you can add to your business. You have a photo booth and you could add these add-on. Just take some nice pictures, put those in there. There's like some apps able to build out things. So if you guys are trying to build Bookly Biz, I use that. That's a good app if you guys are wondering any good app. Canvas is definitely a good app. They have a lot of features where you can load pictures and kind of just make it your own. See if you guys can see what that kind of looks like there. It's a really spectacular app. You do a lot of stuff with it. Highly, highly recommend it. Let's see what I have on here that I use. For some of this print, it's pretty easy. On your own too, which is called I'll give you the names of these. I really don't usually like doing this, but it's no big deal because there's companies out there that charge a fortune for it, which is ludicrous. So it's my business, and that's how you get on Google Maps, and so you just want to download it. It's Google My Business. It's going to kind of look like so, and just put your business right on there, and they don't actually charge you anything, and they'll actually do there's a website kind of on there. It gives you search traction, how many views have viewed your website. So you got phone calls from there. So it's definitely a good opportunity to try that out. So see if you guys have any questions. The rest isn't easy. I help you kind of along the way as far as building the website. Customer layout, it's pretty easy to pick different templates. So if it's going to be called Retro Arcade, they might have something in there for you to be able to pick like a template website, and then you just put in all your own, verbiage. Don't have build it because you're really not sure what your business is all about. Only you would know businesses. On the back end of it, though, that's where you put in like bounce houses, balloon animals, face painting. Even though that you don't do all that stuff, people are going to be able to find you easier if you put all that stuff in there. I know it's it'd be kind of hard for you guys to understand that, but it would be better to put some of that stuff in there because people aren't always searching for arcade machines. But if they find you on the flip end because they were looking for a bounce house and just different things, this is like a different idea because to do birthday parties, I'm doing it and be like, I would love to have something like this at my party. 3 to 4 games. It's a good number to start off. Just renting them out for about $50 a piece with your time setting it up and out there. The one thing is though, when you buy the bases, you don't want the bases to be flipped around so they kind of look like that. And not the way that gets, because kids will stand on that little piece right there, and it could flip over on them. So you want them all turned around so they look like that, which is very important. But I just kind of did this video to help you guys out. We've been live for about 15 minutes or so now. maybe you might need a nice camera. I have a Icon that I do a lot of shooting with for that as far as that stuff goes. Maybe you might need a new lens. Your lenses are expensive, $500-600. Maybe you need a computer to advertise your business on. Maybe you don't have a computer. You can it's important, but just kind of whatever you're kind of like looking for. Just make sure you're renting your machines out for what what you should be getting. I think 150 is a fair number. I don't think it's too much, too high. If you really think about how many different games machine, with Street Fighters, I think there's like 4 games or so. So different games are going to be more. I know with that Ninja Turtle one, that's going to be tons of different games that will be included with that one. So they're all different selling points. So you've got to be aware of your selling points. Once again, though, remember you're going to be responsible for any broken joysticks. Something happens out in the event. That's why you got to charge about $1.50 per machine. If you've got to get a new part, every time that you're going to go out and event, something's going to happen. Knock on wood, nothing's happened to me so far since I've been doing it. I've rented them out so far about 3 times. I do a variety of different things in the Buffalo area, though. I have houses, I do balloons. So I'm able to offer a kind of a package deal with arcade games, to bring something different to their event. I'll tell you what, every time that I've done an event, they have stayed pretty busy. I think I've even got some pictures to kind of show you guys. So out through the whole event, it's not like a bounce out run through pretty much it. Like, I wish the last party I did would have gotten more machines. She probably didn't think that they were going to be like, a huge ticket item. I think the play nights there. These were the people that were basically in charge of the event too, like running it. They were the first like big kids over there, just basically playing, and they had a blast. Let's see if some of these guys. We have some kids on here playing, so a wide variety of different playing the machines. It's a big ticket item. Like they just had fun, and they were waiting in line to pull the games. Maybe you stay with the game. I don't leave them overnight. If you guys are wondering if we should leave them. Maybe you could do a 6 rental. But, you probably want to, like, do more of a corporate event. Corporate events usually don't go all day long. They're usually short. So, for $200, do you stay there? Sure. Help the kids out of town. You can have your own website. And then the cool thing about your website, too, is then you can link it to over 100 different search engines for free. Like Yellow Pages, Bing. You can do that for free for Google Maps. There's just tons and tons of different ways to link your website up to other websites that don't cost you anything, and that will just get you backlinks, which is YouTube. You can link your website up to YouTube videos. So you'll get a lot of different exposure on there. I highly recommend it. And you guys have any questions? I'll kind of stay here for a little. Maybe we'll do another like in-depth video about on the rental, on how I went about getting customers, how maybe you're not sure on how the marketplace on Facebook works, and you would like to know more about that. I can go over in depth a little bit more about that. If you guys need to like go in depth about Instagram, Twitter, I can do that for you as well. I can put together tutorials. Whatever you guys like to see, what we do, guys. Let's say after the game, beat the game. What's it gonna do? It's just gonna sit there anyways. So most people aren't gonna own 8 of these machines by the time they come out with all of them. There's a good amount of them. So it's kind of up to you, what you want to do and where you see kind of your vision. Your vision always isn't going to be the right vision, and my vision isn't always going to be the right vision as well. But what I think is out for rental is going to be good. The Pac-Man, Street Fighters, Galaga, the Ninja Turtles. I know what it was. Mortal Kombat. So there's going to be tons of new stuff out there. Rent and get your money's worth out of the games, I think. Want to get 100 of them. But it's all about the back end work that you have to do to be able to sell these machines and rent them out. It's a lot of that putting in it, hitting the ground hard and making sales happen. So, but if you guys ever have any questions, I'm here for you guys. Let me drop the comments down below, and I will answer anything I can do to help you guys out. But it looks like I've been babbling on for about 20 minutes or so, so we're going to end this video unless anybody has any questions.